afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Wednesday, July 1st, 2020, 3 p.m. Eastern. We're having a Time for Change call, Awakening, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. This is going to involve more in-depth review of sovereignty and more directions and a lot more information to share. Suggest that you bring something to write with. Everything is in our hands. If you concentrate just with you and remind yourself of it, that it is about you. People say, they say, oh yeah, you don't care about anybody else and you're selfish. There's two kinds of selfish. There's a bad kind, there's a good kind. And the good kind is that you pay attention to yourself and you understand you. It's like getting our house in order for ourselves before we really can assist others, help others, and have good relationships with others. You look at yourself for truth and simplicity and love, and you meditate on those. What does truth mean to you? What is simplicity and love? Many of us miss that. We miss understanding our truth, our simplicity, and our love. We don't. We kind of superficialize. We don't go within. We think we go within. A lot of people think, well, I go within. But there's always I'll put it this way. If you were completely content with you and in love with you and connected with your God, and you didn't have any rocks that had not been turned up, and you had cleaned and surrendered and been everything with you in your life so far, then you wouldn't become irritated, you wouldn't become stressful, you wouldn't become upset about things, because you would know you, see? And you would know that those types of interactions with yourself of stress and anger and worry and fear are because you haven't completely connected with the understanding is that you're in a physical form. However it may be designed or constructed, you're in a physical form. And the physical form you're housed in, the eternal and immortality is within that body that you're existing with. So the separation is that, and this is why a lot of the civilization has issues with themselves as far as leaving the body or not knowing is the unknown. It is because we have not really connected with ourselves and understanding that we are a pure consciousness, eternal, immortal within the body. And understanding you're always progressing and experiencing every single split second. You're never not. You could just sit somewhere and you're experiencing. You could sit and do nothing and you're experiencing. It's always, it's a constant. So when you realize that and you get into, you move yourself into the understandings that I'm excited and enthused about each second I exist. because I'm experiencing. And I know that I have a pure consciousness and God within me. And I know that I have this body. And in this existence with this body, I do everything I can to experience and learn. I have adventures every single split second. I am literally challenged with myself. Most of the time we are challenged with ourselves. I would say 99.9% of the time we're challenged by ourselves. And it is always a challenge for us because we are continually, and you relax and surrender, and you move into truth, simplicity, love, kindness, generosity with yourself. It has to be with yourself first. And I think we've all experienced this, is that when we assist others or help others, or animals or whatever, we feel good because it's innate, it's a natural state of being to be good stewards and to assist others. It isn't demeaning and it isn't low, as the lower frequencies would wish you to believe. It is an absolute honor to serve yourself, to be a steward of yourself. You do this first before you externally lend yourself to others. You do this first. And that's why when you are, and you will end up assisting others. And as you do that, you will do it with bliss and joy, because you're actually, in a way, assisting yourself, and you're being a steward for yourself. Whenever we extend ourselves interacting with whatever it may be, woodworking, it could be anything, but you're connected with what you're doing because it is part of the whole, the one. All creation comes from creation, and therefore everything is in existence, and existence is eternal, and we are able to continue existence without end. So imagine that. You continue existence without end. Existence cannot end anymore. It continues. And that's not to say that if you have a planet or even a solar system that exhausts itself, or that the star or the sun within that solar system exhausts itself, and all of the energy and frequency is always. It never ends. Existence never ends. It used to end billions of years ago, but it doesn't. Trillions of years ago. It doesn't end anymore. Existence is forever. Universes used to end, but we've been able to literally end the ending of universes. So their existence is always renewing. It's just like our bodies. The oldest cell in our body is 7 years old. Why do we age? Because we're constantly replenishing those cells. So you view things from a different perspective. Now, if you have doubt with yourself, or you have issues with yourself, only you can face those issues and release them once and for all, and forgive deep within your heart soul of whatever it is that has kept you pinned down in this life. Whatever experiences you've had that you took too literal, that you embraced too heavily, and have carried it, and it's really disruptive. As we carry these things throughout the years, they become more debilitating, whether we know it or not. They become more intertwined in self. Now, you can ignore these things and go about your existence in the body and just ignore them, but they're always there. They're always there. There's a little subtle hint that they're always there. So it's always about you. Because when it's about you, you're literally balancing you so that with others, you are in stewardship or servitude or assistance or help, genuinely without forced or without expecting something.
That's nice.
Now, it's interesting, some people will say, well, I help people because it helps me feel better. Instead of saying, I help people because I've always helped myself. I assist people because I've always assisted myself. And I love doing that. I love helping myself. And I love myself. And when a lot of people that say that have a, what is it? They have a iffy. It's an iffy when they say that. It's kind of like doubtful. We all carry a lot of guilt unnecessarily. The only guilt that we carry is what the ego mind has instigated within us and over the heart mind. And so we carry guilt. We carry uneasiness with ourselves, and none of us are exempt with it. It's just different aspects and different facets with each of us. And it is about us just literally, when you say let go, that's literal. You let go. You release. You don't, you're constantly moving towards the divine being that you are. You're constantly moving towards your God. It is a constant. And understand that the pure core of each of us, the essence of us, is love. It's across the board. So doesn't it make sense that once we surrender and relax and we meditate on truth, simplicity, and love, we're getting closer to our divine selves, our God. And it's so important for us to do that, because this then lends us our existence, our direction, in simplicity, lightheartedness, with ease, fluidity, grace, peace, without having conflicts with ourselves. You ever notice? I mean, if you went into meditation and you understood that you go into meditation to exemplify the truth and simplicity and love that you are. All about you. Okay? Because we're all connected. So we kind of steam the wrinkles out, so everything just falls naturally. And we don't fight, and we don't resist. Many of us are afraid of literally being in divine essence with our God. People are afraid. Why? Why would they be afraid? It's because of what the ego mind has done with them for so many existences, that they feel that it's an unknown and it's scary. Or they fear that they might discover how powerful they truly are. Okay? Or they might discover something that through their ego mind is dark and bad. Okay? It's amazing how we can conjure up things out of nothing, and we can make them be through our power of creation. Just, it's what we do. Now imagine directing all of that. Whenever you get angry, frustrated, or stressed, imagine taking that frequency and energy and turning it into bliss, joy, and peace, and happiness. Not falsified, see? Not falsified. The ego is excited a lot because the ego is constantly drawing on you to get as much as it can always. Never, never, never satisfied. So false excitement, false joy, and all of it is predicated and energized from the ego mind. So it's very tricky. Peace, tranquility, benevolence is from the God within. You ever been with yourself where you genuinely are in peace, tranquility, and benevolence? There's no friction. In fact, you feel so light, you feel like a feather. Instead of a feather falling, you feel like a feather ascending. You see what I mean? And it is total releasing, total relaxation, and kindness, and peace, and joy with you. Each of us are a divine being. We are pure consciousness. We are gods within us, and we're all gods of the one God. We're all gods of the consciousness of all things. And this is what our main subject for ourselves is in existence. In this life, in other forms, in other lives, our existence and our experience is to eventually come to the clear understanding that we are God. Period. And from that stage, that understanding, we begin to continually advance and ascend, learn, and perfect. So from the God-man to the supreme God-man and onward. So that's what we're all doing. Now, on this planet, of course, we have situations that will be eliminated shortly from zapping our conscious coming and going, so that we don't have any memory of entering, one body to the next, or memory of that life. So it's imagine that you have all of that. That you do too. You have it in your God. And when you discover your God, and I mean openly and lovingly, you then start tapping into all of that, what you are, all of your experiences, all of your lives. Now, a lot of people, they wish to be famous. I was a famous person in a past life. I was this or I was that. Does it make any difference? Every single experience, doesn't matter what you're doing, it was the fact that you experienced in that life. You see what I mean? There's no such thing as insignificance in our experiences. So you could have been a farmer. You were this or you were that. It's all about the joy of experiencing. It's all about the joy of experiencing. And as we journey, we continue to journey and continue to journey within. And the journey goes deeper and deeper and deeper. And the more we journey, the deeper we go. It actually is endless. It's never ending. It's a complete constant for us. And being literally in surrender to the God within. The most peaceful feeling inside of you that you can imagine is absolutely obtainable and very possible. It's always about you moving in deeper and deeper with yourself. And your understanding is, it's just total inner peace. It is divinity. It is you embracing you without hesitation, without obstacles, and it is truly surrendering and releasing all the things that you are fearful of letting go of. Because many of us will carry things. We won't let go of them. We're afraid to let go of our pain. We're afraid to let go of our fear. See, we're afraid to let go of those things and our stress. So we hold on to them tighter, and they have a tendency to influence us throughout the existence that we currently reside with. So it is about achieving a clarity and understanding with your God within you. Look around you on the external world. How much love do you see? Or, how much love do you not see? And it is always put in a state of, well, you know, the ego mind wants you to believe that it isn't there. But in everybody, no matter what they're doing, is housed pure, deep, eternal love. People causing damage and destruction and everything, it doesn't matter, because within them, even though they try to separate from that which they are, the God is within. All shapes, colors, sizes, and forms. This meditation, simply put, is that God is within. God is within you. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted. I'm sure we all are. And the first thing that we desire to do is to relax our bodies. Some of us, it's not too easy to relax ourselves. Drop your shoulders. Be kind and gentle with your body. Be generous. Be humble. And release. Release anything that you have attached in the last 24 hours. Anything you're harboring. Harboring is predicated with the ego mind. So harboring things, dissatisfaction, worry, stress, fear, anger, frustration, hurriedness, is literally from the ego mind. So from the heart mind, you release the body, you relax it, the body relaxes. It drops off all of those attachments that you have collected for good. It drops them off for good. They become nothing. And as we relax the body, we move into the now. And the now is really all any of us have ever had. It is the heart. It is the space between heartbeats. The now is whatever the moment you're in is what you focus on. Moment to moment to moment. You can see how it stills the ego mind, how it stills the subconscious mind. you can see how the noise that we all have is subdued. As long as you're in the moment, in the now, all of that noise is not there. But as soon as you start going off into a future that doesn't exist, or a past that is dead, then the noise is returned. And the now is ignored. This is why in the now, a lot of us, the reason we don't spend our time in the now is because a lot of us are reminiscing of the past. And that's, we all do that. But if you stay there too long, and you don't reinforce the fact of saying, this is all gone, I've already experienced it, it's over, done with. I'm moving forward, experiencing new things all the time. But a lot of us will take the past into the future that doesn't exist, and then create the future from that past and relive the past in that future. And this is why so many of us feel that we have been literally running in circles most of our lives. So we don't go in the past. We've already been there. The past used to be the now, and now it's the past. Everything that you do in the moment becomes the past. Everything you do in the moment creates your future. It depends on what you focus on in the moment, whatever you're doing. So picture this. Then you decide to be doing something in the moment that creates a future for you. So what you're doing, whatever it is you're doing in the moment is creating a future. So also in the now, relaxing the body and being in the now. We want to breathe. And breath is absolutely paramount for us. We all know that. You breath in the now. In the now. And you breath in through the nose and you breath out through the mouth. Now, as you breath in through the nose, you're breathing in divine positive energy. This is relaxing, peaceful, happy, and joyous, and blissful, and light. So you picture this divine positive energy that you're breathing in, easily breathing in, and you visualize taking it through the center of your body, through the wheels of light, through your 7 chakras. And we bring that divine positive energy through our root chakra, the red wheel of light, the Muladhara. Energy, stability, comfort, safety, I am. And then we move up to the orange chakra, the orange wheel of light, the sacral chakra, the Vadhisthana. Sensuality, sexuality, pleasure, stability, sociability. I feel. And then we move that divine positive energy breath through the yellow wheel of light, the solar plexus chakra, the Manipura. Strength, personality, power, determination, I do. And then we continually move it up to the green wheel of light, the heart chakra, the Anahata. Acceptance, love, compassion, serenity, I love. And we move it up to the blue wheel of light, the throat chakra, the Vishuddha. Communication, expression, creativity, inspiration, I talk. Then on to the violet wheel of light, the third eye chakra, the Ajna. Intuition, lucidity, inspiration, trust, meditation, I see. And then to the purple wheel of light, the crown chakra, the Sahasrara. Knowledge, consciousness, fulfillment, spirituality. I understand. But bringing this divine positive energy up through our wheels of light, our chakras. The chakras are connected to all of our organs, all of our emotions, everything. When they're out of balance, we're out of balance. They connect us to the spiritual, etheric, physical, back to the spiritual. There are anchor points. So you have this beautiful divine positive energy, and you've brought it up to the back of your head. And for a brief moment, you hold it. I am light, I am love, I am. And in that brief moment, you compress it and you condense it into pure liquid frequency, liquid energy of the highest high. And you release it over the pineal gland. Now, it is important for us, very important, that while we're in these bodies, our pineal gland is fully functioning, healthy, vibrant, expanding. Because it is the gateway to all the particles of existence. It is the gateway to pure consciousness and the gateway beyond. So we look at it, we all carry around, it's kind of like I look at it as a rosebud. It's just a green ball, really not doing anything much. And then we release this pure liquid energy over it, and it blooms into a full vibrational rose of high aroma, fragrance, immortal, just vibrating, fully healthy, open, and operating. We picture this each time that we do this with our divine positive energy and our breath and meditation, where we bring it up through the center and all the wheels of light. Now, obviously, we carry the ego mind, and the ego mind is always there trying to say, no, come over here. You've been doing fine with me. You don't need to go anywhere else. You don't need to think for yourself or go off here. Just be with me. And I'll just continually guide you incessantly off into every direction. Because, of course, I'm never satisfied, so I'm going to want all the time from you, always. But we stay with the God within us. And we merge. We're with the God. We're with the heart-mind. We're with the body. We're one. This is how we bring heaven to earth. The God within the body is the heaven, and the earth is the body, connected to Gaia. And then our gods are connected to Gaia's God, Arya's God, all pure consciousness, all from source creation. We're also consciously aware that we are the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love and the highest and deepest, eternal gratitude. We have others with us as this gathering will expand in this meditation and this forming of the circle of light. In this now, we have the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes. This is civilization that vibrates at a different frequency than we do, so therefore we don't see them like we see each other. They're always there. They've been assisting us since the beginning. We have been assisting them since our beginning. Now, thousands of them can surround any one of us at any one time. The reason is because of their frequency that they vibrate at. They're able to have a large number in a small area. They leave us messages. They'll appear in humanoid form, or they'll appear to get your attention in other ways. Just to leave you a very simple, loving message. We also have the Ascended Masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda Jesus, El Moria, Abundancia, Hell, Thoth, many, many, many more. These are those who have ascended out of body and hold their pure consciousness, their God form. We are God form that ascends into these bodies to experience physical existence, physical life. Now we're all interactive. They learn from us, we learn from them. Now they're consciously aware. The archangels and the Ascended Masters are consciously aware that they are the highest, deepest, eternal love, and the highest, deepest, eternal love, and the highest, and deepest, eternal gratitude. We're all gathered here. And we're compelled to gather as many of us as we can in this meditation for the liberation of this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya, this now. So we call out to all the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Only those who are consciously aware that they are the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love and the highest and deepest, eternal gratitude be with us in this gathering, in this meditation, in this now, this forming of the circle of light. Now they come in the gogaplexes. One gogaplex fills this universe. They come in trillions from every direction. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner Earth, hollow Earth, Agartha, and beneath Earth. Many, many, many different civilizations and species. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of the highest, deepest, eternal love, from the highest and deepest, eternal love, can join us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of the circle of light. And they come in the billions. We also call upon all the galactics, off-worlders. And there's over 1,000 will come through this part of the galaxy and the solar system every day. Different civilizations, species. We have the Arcturians, Andromedans, the Sirians, the Pleiadians. We have the Zeta Reticuli. We have all the different levels of grays. We have different levels of Draco, Reptilian. We have the Avian, Golden Pyramid, Feline, the Nords. Many, many, many civilizations and species. Now, only those that are consciously aware that they are the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love and the highest and deepest, eternal gratitude be with us in this now, in this meditation, in this forming of the circle of light. Now, they've been assisting us in our evolution, in our enlightenment, our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And they come in the billions. We call upon all of our loved ones, all of those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. And only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love and the highest and deepest, eternal gratitude and are consciously aware and be with us in this now, in this meditation of forming the circle of light. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now, in this meditation of forming the circle of light. Only those who are consciously aware that they are the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love and the highest and deepest, eternal gratitude can join us in this meditation, in this now, and the forming of the circle of light. But just to name a few of them, fairies and sprites, the elves, dwarves, gnomes, trolls, trees, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, and the minotaur. Trillions. They come in shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations, which many we will never and have never seen before. And they're with us. All of us together at this gathering, in this meditation, in this now, forming this circle of light. Arm in arm, hand in hand, all of our gods together. We form this brilliant, expansive, radiant circle of light. We are all in full compassion, non-judgment, non-negativity, non-ego, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, and benevolence. And all of us, together, are of the highest, of deepest, eternal gratitude, and of the highest, of deepest, eternal love. And we are all one, and we are all love, and we are all God. Your consciousness. And our God light energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever, and it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We're at the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now, and we begin to ascend. Now, our circle of light, excuse me, is so bright that it would take at least 1 billion of the suns in this solar system to equal it. And it floods and saturates and bathes everything, in everything, with deep eternal love and gratitude. So as we continue to ascend, some of us decide to step outside the body, all of us carrying physical form. So we do this, float above the body effortlessly. And we're immediately met with this massive gossamer field of trillions of brilliant, radiant colors. It's a sea of glitter. And we're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column that reminds us that we are the power of healing. Then we're immediately met, after that, with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. And this is a column that reminds us of our power, our strength, our resolve. And then behind that, we're met with the white fire column. This is a column that reminds us that we have an impenetrable armor of white fire, head to toe, inside and out. And it vibrates at the highest of the highest high frequencies of deep eternal love and gratitude. It cannot be penetrated by lower dark matter frequencies or lower survival matter frequencies. They'll vaporize. Low frequencies cannot sustain themselves around such high, deep, eternal love frequencies. Only you, each of us, have the power that if we choose to lower our vibrational frequency into the lower dark matter frequencies and the lower survival matter frequencies, we lower ourselves in that enough, we will then open a way for them to come in. And we're met with the purple transmuting flame. This column reminds us that in the event that we do that, We immediately bring in the purple transmuting flame. We transmute these lower dark matter frequencies, neutral light substance frequencies, into neutral light substance, and we set it back to pure consciousness where it becomes no more. And we also then are met with the violet ray. This is a column that reminds us that we can bring the violet ray in right behind the purple transmuting flame, and we can literally purify and cleanse the area where these low frequencies were, reinstating our white fire vibrational frequency of deep eternal love and gratitude. And then we're met with the golden white pink light of that which we are made of which all things are made of. Deep eternal love. And this is always reminding us of who and what we are. We are deep eternal love. We are love. The core essence of our being is love. And it is everywhere. It is in our skies, it's in sunsets, sunrises, it's in the rainbows that appear. It's in different colors that we see, the landscape, in the oceans, everywhere. Always there, letting us know that we are the deep eternal love of it and from it. Created by source creation. All gods, all one, all love. So as we continue to ascend, we look and see this massive column that we created. It's larger than the solar system. The column is, the shaft of the column is, it's opaque, and it's filled with trillions of vibrant colors. It's an auric field of all of these colors that are vibrating, shimmering, and reflecting everywhere. And then at the top, we designed it so the golden ocean can cascade down 360 degrees all over, saturating everything and everything. And that's deep eternal love. And each of us are a drop of that golden ocean, and each of us in that drop contain the essence of that ocean. And then we look a little bit over, and we see our meditative sphere. It's at center circle. We created this meditative sphere well over 2 years ago. It houses all of our meditations, pushing towards 900 in perpetual motion. All of deep eternal love, genuineness, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence. The highest of the highest intentions. Flooding everyone, all those on this planet, in it, above it, and below it. Flooding them, inside now. Bathing them and saturating them in pure, deep, eternal love. This is what's elevating them. This is what's causing them to wake up more and more. Those who wake up won't have to be shocked into waking up. Our meditative sphere continues to intensify and continues to expand every single second. And this is where I can be seen, heard, and felt, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And we all are in commune with each other. We're all embraced. The archangels, ascended masters, all the light energy beings, All the civilizations of, on, in, above, and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya. All the civilizations of all the off-worlders and all the galactics who are consciously aware that they are of the deepest eternal love and gratitude. As far as we are everywhere, connected, blissifying this planet, lifting it, ascending into higher vibrational frequencies of deep eternal love and gratitude. We continue to intensify and we continue to advance. We are everywhere. The God is within us. Always has been, always will be, never leaving, never tricking, never manipulating, always loving, always caring, always embracing, always in peace, always in joy. So we're all seeking the God within each and every one of us. This is all of our salvation while we traverse this planet in these physical bodies. It is to be in servitude to ourselves, therefore being in servitude to all others. Because in servitude to oneself is in servitude to all. Because love into oneself is love into all. Because peace into oneself is peace unto all. Gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness within oneself is within all. To all of our brothers and sisters, every meditation, all it's the highest value in the universe, is being bathed, saturated, and flooded in deep eternal love and gratitude, non-stop. How can that not shift this civilization into deep eternal love and a higher dimensional frequency? Those who wish to stay in the lower group, that is their decision, not ours. We are in 5D, and we're just getting used to it and embracing it every second of every bit of our existence. I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. Take an easy breath in through the nose. Easy. Slowly. And let breath out through the mouth. Slowly. Easily. Seek the God within you. All the answers, all your questions are with the God within you. You're all love, joy, peace, bliss, happiness, abundance, wealth, prosperity. Nothing externally can even come close to the God within us. So we choose to be in the kingdom of God, within us. As this planet Earth, Gaia Arya becomes a paradise, a joy, a bliss, a peace, a tranquility, a benevolence, a gentleness, a kindness, a humbleness. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and into the following morning. We will be back here tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. And we will return tomorrow, July 2nd, 2020, Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call.